Hello everyone, my name is Dr. Karuna and I am a daily based physiotherapist. So in today's video, I'll be talking about neck hump. What is neck hump? How does it develop? What is the treatment for neck hump? And is it possible to completely correct the neck hump or not? But before moving on to this, I'll just share the picture of neck hump so that you can get a clear idea that how does a neck hump looks like. So here is the picture. By now you must have got an idea that how does a neck hump looks like. So what are the causes of neck hump? Neck hump can be congenital or it can be acquired also. Congenital means that it is present since birth, and acquired is something that develops over years. The most common cause of acquired neck hump is wrong posture. Heard it right? Yes, it is wrong posture. And in wrong posture, the most common wrong posture is forward head posture. What is forward head posture? Forward head posture means that your neck and your head are not in a single line. The patient tends to keep his head in a forward position and his neck backward. So as you can see, my head and my neck right now is not in the same line, and ideally it should be like this. It means that it should be my head and my neck should be in the same line. Because of such posture, what happens that the patient becomes habitual to keep this posture, and over the years there are certain structural changes at the muscular level, then there are bony changes, and it becomes a deformity. There is a formation of fibrous tissue at the back of your hump, and it gives an appearance of a hump like that of a buffalo, and it is also known as a cervical hump. Other than that, in wrong posture is drooped shoulders like this. The patient is tend to sit in this posture with the drooped shoulders, and his thoracic spine is also a little flexed. And again, over the years, the patient becomes habitual of sitting in this posture, and eventually he tends to develop neck hump. Third, there are certain professions in which the person has to keep his neck in a bending position, like that of a surgeon. If you will observe, surgeon, dentists, teachers, right, and writers and bikers, they have the tendency to keep their head in a downward position, in a bending position, and they work like this for prolonged hours. Because of that, eventually they become habitual, and there are certain postural changes in their body. The whole biomechanics gets disrupted, and there are again bony and muscular changes. As a result, there is a development of neck hump. Other than this, other than the wrong posture, there are certain other factors also, like certain medications that leads to the development of this hump. There is Cushing's syndrome that also contributes or causes the development of neck hump. And last of all is the wrong clothing. You heard it right, this is wrong clothing, and it is only for girls. Girls who wear halter necks, the dresses which has long threads and you have to tie it at the back of your neck, they are tend to develop this hump. Other than that, the girls who wears wrong size bra or have heavy bust, they also have a tendency of sitting, or they have a certain posture in which their shoulders are drooped, their thoracic spine is flexed, and their neck is obviously in a flexed position. And over the years, this thing goes and goes and goes on, and at the end they develop this problem. There is one more factor, that is the degenerative conditions. There are certain degenerative conditions that are associated with neck hump, that is cervical spondylosis. In the patients of cervical spondylosis, or the patients who have neck pain or any other condition that is related to your shoulder and neck, you can easily see that they have a developed neck hump. So what is the treatment for the neck hump? So let's discuss the treatment part of the neck hump. Now, what is the treatment of neck hump? The treatment of neck hump depends that how chronic is the neck hump. Is it congenital? That means present since birth, or it has developed over the years, like since 3-4 years or maybe more than that. So it depends on it. Most of the neck humps can be corrected or reduced by the help of exercises. The neck humps which can't be corrected by exercises, for that one has to undergo the surgical procedure, but most people avoid it because they don't have any problem with the neck hump. So what are the basic exercises for the neck hump and how can we reduce the neck hump? So the first exercise to reduce the neck hump is chin in exercise. This exercise you have to perform in front of the mirror. Why? Because it will give you feedback that whether your posture is correcting or not. This is basically for the people who have forward head posture and they have a tendency to develop this hump in the near future, so they can perform it, as well as the people who have developed the neck hump, they can also do it. So in this, what you have to do is you have to keep your 2 fingers on your chin like this, stand in front of the mirror, and then you have to tuck your chin in with the help of your fingers like this, so that your head and neck should be in one line. And you have to hold this position for 5 seconds. Like you have to literally count it 1 2 3 4 5, and then you have to relax. Relaxation means that you have to relax your muscles. You don't have to move your head forward like this. You have to just relax your muscles. You have to relax yourself. Then again you have to repeat this exercise. This exercise you can do as many times as you want, whether it's 100 times, 200 times, as many times as you can. It's very easy. You don't have to think that you have eaten a meal and then you can't do it. You can do it at any time of the day. So this is the first exercise that you can do. Now the second exercise. For the second exercise, what you need to do is take your hands like this. You have to lock your fingers like this. Now you have to put your hands at the back of your head like this, not in the neck area but at the back of your head, right here you have to put it. Now you have to apply the pressure from your hands on your head as if you are trying to bend your head, but you don't have to bend your head. Rather you have to apply a counter pressure from your head on your hands. Okay, so while doing so, you will observe that there is certain contraction here, right here at the back of your neck. These are the neck extensors. You are actually working on your neck extensors. What happen actually in neck hump is that your neck flexors that are present in the front, okay, present in the front, they become short, and your neck extensors, they lengthen but they become weak. That's why over the period of time you tend to develop such a posture that neck humps develop. So to reverse it, you have to work on your extensors. So when you are applying the counter pressure with your head and your hands, you have to count till the count of 5, like 1 2 3 4 5, and then you have to relax. When you're relaxing, you have to relax these muscles, your shoulder muscles and your hands. This exercise has to be performed 10 times. That means you have to do it 10 times at one time. Like in the morning, if you're doing this exercise, then you have to do the 10 repetitions. Now the third exercise deals with the protractors and retractors of the shoulder and the thoracic spine. Like I told you that some people have the tendency to keep their shoulders like this. Their thoracic spine is flexed and their head is in the forward position like this. So over the period of time, they tend to develop this neck hump. So in order to reverse it, we need to work on the protractors and retractors. We need to stretch the protractors and contract the retractors. Retractors are present at the back, okay, right between your scapula. So for this, what you have to do, again you have to lock your fingers like this, keep at the back of your head like this, and now you have to move your hands little forward like this in this position, and now you have to stretch it backward. When you are stretching it backward, okay, you will feel a certain contraction right at the back, upper back. That are the retractors and that is the contraction of the retractors. Now you have to hold it like 1 2 3 4 5, then relax. Then again repeat it. Stretch as much as you can, and then again hold it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then relax. Again you have to do this exercise for the 10 times. Now the next exercise is, so for the next exercise you need a dumbbell, 2 kgs dumbbell. In case you don't have a dumbbell, what you can do is you can get a water bottle of 1 liter or 1.5 liter. It should be completely filled like this. Sorry, it's not filled, but you have to fill it completely. Okay, and then you have to hold the neck of the bottle with both your hands like this, and you have to place it at your back of the neck like this. Now all the action will be performed by the elbow. Like you have to extend your elbow like this, then flex it, then extend it, then flex it. You have to repeat this movement very slowly and gradually, right? Because slow and gradual is the key of muscle strengthening. You should at least do a 20 repetitions of this exercise. In case you are not habitual of doing exercises, you can start from 10 repetitions and then gradually you can increase it to 20. If you are good at exercise, you can also do 100 to 200 repetitions of this exercise. Now the last exercise is something like this. You have to keep your hands on your shoulders like this, and you have to rotate your shoulders clockwise like this 10 times like this. After 10 repetitions you have to move it anti-clockwise like this. So these are the exercises which will help you in the reduction and correction of the neck. What you should do is that you should start with the minimum number of repetitions. Like if you are comfortable with 5 repetitions, you can start with the 5 repetitions. Then you can gradually increase it to 7, then to 10, then to 12, then to 20. The exercises in which I have told you that it should be like done as many times as you can, so there is no restriction of number of repetitions. Plus the exercise which has to be done with the dumbbell or a bottle, that needs to be done for at least 20 times. At least 20 times, then only you will get the desired outcome. So these are the exercises you should do. Other than this, one thing you have to keep in mind, that in case you have a neck pain or you have neck spasm or you have any degenerative condition like cervical spondylosis, so in that case, before doing these exercises, you need to take a hot pack for 10 to 15 minutes. Then you have to wait for 5 minutes, and after that you can do the exercises. And after completing the exercises, just to avoid micro trauma, again take hot pack for 5 to 10 minutes. So this was all about the neck hump. In case you have any other query, you can write it down in the comment box.